Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today DBGI just filed a Form 8K, and I am seeing one big red flag that matters. Quick note, this is not financial advice, just my take on public filings for educational purposes. The company announced they are cancelling millions of warrants due to suspected misconduct. And this smells like trouble. So, what is going on with Digital Brands Group Incorporated, ticker DBGI? They are a consumer cyclical apparel company and they've just dropped a Form 8K filing. This is a current report, meaning something important and timely has happened. The key date here is the 15th of June 2026. This is when the earliest reported event occurred. Digging into the details, Digital Brands Group was incorporated in Nevada. The commission file number is 001-40,400. Let's look at what is registered. They have common stock with a par value of $0.0001 per S-hair. This is traded under the ticker DBGI on the Nasdaq Stock Market LLC. The company is currently labeled as an emerging growth company. This designation comes with certain regulatory benefits, allowing them to delay adopting new accounting standards. Now, here is the main event. Under item 8.01 for other events, DBGI announced on the 15th of June 2026 that they are cancelling a significant number of pre-funded warrants, specifically 7.1 million of them. The reason for this drastic action is a pending legal investigation into suspected misconduct. We're talking about allegations of collusion, acting in concert, and multiple violations of beneficial ownership caps, often referred to as the 4.99% rule. They are also looking into the use of foreign silent partners as nominees in discrepancies with the transfer agent. These are serious accusations that can shake the very foundation of a company's operations and investor trust. This sounds a lot like an attempt to clean house before things get worse, or perhaps an admission that they need to address these issues immediately. Under item 9.01, we see the exhibits filed with this report. Exhibit 99.1 is the press release dated the 15th of June 2026. That details this warrant cancellation. This is where the rubber meets the road, providing the specific language around the event. And then there is Exhibit 104, the cover page interactive data file. This is typically for structured data reporting. The report is signed on behalf of Digital Brands Group, incorporated by John Hilburn Davis IV, who holds the title of President and Chief Executive Officer. The signing date is the 17th of June 2026, just 2 days after the events reported. Considering the context from recent headlines, this cancellation of warrants and the ongoing legal probe are likely the main drivers of recent news. For instance, I'm seeing headlines like Digital Brands Group cancels 7.1M pre. Funded warrants pending legal probe. This shows the market is reacting to this news. A comparable situation that comes to mind is when smaller companies face allegations of misconduct or significant compliance issues. Often such events can lead to increased scrutiny from regulators and investors, potentially impacting stock price and overall market confidence. While I do not have specific financial tables to dive into from this particular filing, the information presented here is highly significant. The cancellation of 7.1 million warrants is a substantial move. To put this into perspective, if these warrants represented a significant portion of potential future shares, their cancellation signals a major shift. It suggests that the company is taking a strong stance against what they perceive as improper activity, perhaps to protect existing shareholders or to comply with regulatory requirements. This is a classic move to try and regain control and credibility. My biggest concern is the nature of these allegations. Collusion, beneficial ownership caps violations, and foreign silent partners all point to potential market manipulation or issues with transparency. This can erode investor confidence like nothing else. The company is essentially saying there is something rotten in Denmark, and they are cutting off a significant piece to fix it. What I'm actually looking for next is the detailed outcome of this legal investigation. The market will be watching closely to see if these allegations are substantiated and what further actions, if any, will be taken. Transparency and swift resolution are key here. Oh, and the research tools I actually use are linked in the description. They help keep this channel going. That is my take. Stay decoded. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description.